So let's start by sitting on the edge of the chair and let's warm up a little bit. Since it's 60 degrees, it's really cold. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Let's do it again. Pa-pam. Just the heels. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Open and close. And open and close. And open and close. And open and close. 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 So we're going to do it again, and we're going to pay attention to how high we lift the feet, how soft we land, and how much movement we have in the torso. So we have 3 things to pay attention to. So out and in, and out and in. Are you lifting your feet high from the ground or just enough to create the step out? Are you landing light or heavy? Are you shifting on your sitting bones? And is your torso moving forward and back? And come back in. And now we're going to slide on the floor. We're not going to lift. We're going to slide and come in. So now we have to use the muscles of the leg and come in and slide. Try not to lift the feet and slide and come in and slide and come in and slide and come in. So now it's more on the muscles of the thighs, the work, and the hip. And we don't move as much with the torso. Can you notice that your sitting bones are pretty stable? And come back to the center. Hold on to the chair. And now we're going to slide we're going to lift both feet up into the side, up into the center, up into the side, up into the center. That always reminds me of the Les in Susan. We're swiveling. Swiveling. I don't know if they still make those. There's like swivel chairs to the car that you sit on the car and you can swivel and take your legs out and back in. I haven't seen it in many years. And swivel out into the side and swivel and swivel. Actually, the place where I lift weights has a machine that you can ride the legs and the arms, and that has a seat that swivel. But we're swiveling with our own body mechanic. How light do you land? And one more time to this side. And one more time to that side. Nice. Now, sliding it will be a little bit harder. So, we're going to slide to the right. We're going to slide to the center. Notice how much more muscle have to get into action. And slide. And slide. And slide. I have to really use my hands, otherwise my heels are popping up. And sliding, and sliding, and sliding, and sliding. Let's do it one more time this way, and one more time to the center, and one more time that way, and back into the center. Come to the edge of the chair, pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. One more time. Good. Straighten your legs, flex your feet, and we're going to cross one leg over the other and back, and the other one of the other and back. Cross and back and cross and back and cross and cross and cross and cross. Hold on to the chair and widen your legs a little bit. Lift the leg and cross and back to the same hip, maybe hip width apart, and lift the other leg and cross and open and cross and open and cross and open and cross and open. Lift and cross and lift and cross and lift and cross. You have to sit on the edge of the chair, otherwise your thighs are not moving as easily as. And now, from this position, drag your heels in, lift your feet and send them forward. Drag, lift and forward. Drag, lift and forward. And try to be as smooth as you can. It's like you're a cat doing like this with the paw. You're dragging it, you're lifting a little bit, and this is the hard part because you're using your abdominal muscles, so you can hold on to the chair, and in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in and rest. Go ahead and slide back into the chair and lean on the back of the chair and let your legs just dangle. Slide forward a little bit. So now you're really slouching, right? Beautiful posture. We're going to lift one leg, make a little bigger circle and down. And as it comes down, the other one slides, lift, and forward. And as this one is coming down, this one is already on the way, and I'm making bicycles. So there's a coordination going on between my right leg and my left leg. And whenever you need to rest because your abdominal muscles are really tired, go ahead and rest. But if you don't need to rest, just keep on riding the bicycle and rest. Why rest? Because I needed the rest. Let's bring the feet a little closer, and we're going to ride the bicycle in reverse. So we're going to slide forward and up and in. And as this leg coming down, this one would slide forward, up and in. So we are going in reverse. Poor legs are getting tired. See if you can move the hip together with the leg. Get the hip riding the bicycle just like the legs, and go ahead and rest. Come up to the edge of the chair, and we're going to release the tension. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Let's go back into the slouching posture and turn the legs out like Charlie Chaplin. The toes are pointing out, the heels are in. We are going to slide. The legs are kind of lengthened. We're going to slide in and up, and we're going to do the same thing we did before. We are riding the bicycle forward, but with the knees angled to the outside. Make sure that your hip is riding the bicycle and moving, swiveling, like the lazy Susan that we did earlier, and rest. Don't do more than you feel that your muscles can handle. When you're done resting, start again. Let's go forward. Move your two sides of the hips. Feel even that the shoulders are moving. And rest. Next, we're going to go backwards, but with the heels towards one another, toes out, knees out. Take another minute to rest. It's okay to rest. And let's try to go backwards. So we're going to slide forward and up, coming in, and when we go down, the other leg is getting into action. And they're moving at the same time. Go ahead and take rests. And down. Come back up. Slide to the edge of the chair. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. One more time. Pa-pam, pa-pam, pa-pam. Open your legs hip width apart and take your right leg, swing it out and in. Swing the left and in. Swing it. Throw it. Swing it. So we have a little bit more of a momentum here. Allow the torso to move. Don't do it like stiff, like that. Throw it and allow the back to respond. Maybe your nose is getting a little bit lower towards your knee. Throw it. Throw it. Even if it's a small movement, but allow the body to respond to the movement. Because that's what happens when we fall. If we kind of fall underneath us, the back has to get rounded and rounded and rounded and rounded so we can swing back up, right? So that's the idea. Swing it and round the back and swing it and round the back and swing it and round and one more swing and last swing. And inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and hold the breath and exhale and hold the breath. And inhale and hold. And exhale and hold. 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 And exhale and hold. And inhale and hold. and exhale and hold. Last time, inhale and hold. And slowly exhale with the puckered lips. Good. Go ahead and shift yourself to the edge of the chair. I'm on my right end of the chair. And I'm going to take my right leg and I will open it. So now the edge of the chair is in between my legs and I'll close it. And I'm swiveling, so the right hip is going back and the right hip comes forward. So right now I'm like aligned with the chair, my feet, my knees, everything is aligned. I'm swiveling, I'm opening the hip. Let me show you what it's going to look like if I just move my leg. If I don't move my hip, it's going to look like this and I'll get stuck and it hurts right here. But if I allow my hip to move and back and shift the weight and back. It's not shifting the weight so much as swiveling. So my right sitting bone is moving backwards. And what moves with it? My leg. And in. And open the door and close the door. And open and close. And open and close. Let's slide ourselves all the way to the left side of the chair, aligning ourselves with that side, and opening the leg and closing the leg. And opening the leg and closing the leg. And opening and closing. And open and close. And open and close. And open and close. And open. So it's the pelvis bone here that's moving backwards and coming forward. Like you can do it also by dropping the ribs, but see if you can avoid working with the ribs and working with the hip bone. With the left ilium, moving it backwards and forward and backwards and forward and backwards and forward. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna move back to the right side of the chair. We're gonna move the leg back and the hip back. And now we're gonna move the knee and the foot inward and swivel back. So I lift my heel, and once my weight is towards my toes, I bring my knee in and my hip comes back forward. And coming back, my hip goes back, my knee goes out, and my heels go down. Lifting the heel, turning the knee and allowing the hip to come with me. And opening the leg, the knee goes, the hip goes, the toes go, and I can lower my heel. And up and in, including the hip bone. And up and out, and lower the heel, and the pelvis relaxes. And up, and feel how the pelvis is making that movement, going a little bit up, rotating forward with the leg, and up and back and up and rotate and up and back and up with the foot and rotate. Hold the chair, slide the leg, sit on the right side and shift yourself to the left side. Open the leg and the hip, so we're in the open position. Lift the heel and rotate the leg with the knee and the toes and the pelvis. And rotate out and relax. So the heel comes up, the weight goes towards the toes, you are swiveling, the knee goes in, and you rotate the hip. And up and open. And up and swivel and up and heel down. Heel up, knee in, pelvis rolls and up and open and up, swivel in and up and open and up and in and up and open and up and go all the way in. Wonderful. Hold on to the chair, bring the leg forward. You're sitting on your left side of the chair and move yourself to the right side of the chair. From here, from the right side, go ahead and hold with your left hand so you have stability. Lift the heel and slide the leg back and down until your knee is the thigh is 90 degrees to the floor. Put the left foot where you feel stable and slide back. So you're kind of like sitting really on the edge, so you can lift the heel and slide. So from the armpit, through the rib, through the middle of the hip, to the knee, straight line. And sliding back forward. And heel and slide. And rest the knee down. And now lift your arm up and give yourself a nice stretch from the knee to your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you can lift your arm, you can. It feels really good to feel the whole stretch. And now we're going to take it a little bit further. You can either do it with the arm like this, or hang your arm on your head, or lower the arms. But the main addition is to turn the toes under. The left hand is pushing on the chair, and you are lifting, you're straightening the back leg, and you're lifting yourself off the chair, but my left hand is touching the chair. And bring yourself back down. And push with your left hand into the chair and see if you can straighten the back leg, the right leg. And get yourself off the chair a little bit and back down. And if you want to do it with a straight arm, you have a full stretch from the heel to the toes, all the way through the back leg and the back of the leg and the back of the back, the spine, and down. We're sitting on the left side of the chair. We're lifting the heels. We're sliding the left leg, aligning the knee straight down, vertical, just like the leg of the chair. Finding a good place for the right foot. and sliding it back in. And lifting the heel and sliding it back, getting the leg to be completely vertical and sliding back and heel and going back, getting yourself a nice stretch from the hip to the leg and coming back and lift the heel and slide back and come back, and now again going all the way back, lifting the arm and give yourself a nice stretch all the way from the arm to the armpits to the ribs to the hip and into the leg, and just inhale and exhale in this position. If it's hard for the arm, you can put the arm over the head. If it's not, then give yourself a nice full stretch. And now flip the toes under and start lengthening the back leg. Push with your hand on the chair a little bit and see if you can lift yourself up to a full length stretch, and then slowly lower yourself down into the chair. So my right hand, my knuckles are on the chair, and I'm straightening the back leg. I'm straightening and straightening and straightening, and that lifts my hip off the chair. I'm not lifting the hip. The hip is being lifted because I'm stretching the back leg. And again, lengthen the heel and the knee and give yourself a nice full length of the muscles in your left leg, and back down. And I promise this is the last time. Pull the heel back, the knee gets lengthened from the behind, and your hip is being lifted off the chair. And go back down, lower the arm, bring the leg in, and sit in the center of the chair, right at the edge. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Last time. Tam, ta-tam, ta-tam, ta-tam. Happy holidays to everyone. Celebrate, be safe, be happy, and I'll see you next week.